And we are live again from the capital city of the internet, Cambridge, Massachusetts, where I am surrounded by the likes of Harvard University, where I got my own PhD, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and 71 other colleges and universities, all actively engaged in the dissemination of information about the internet. People have their classes now on the internet. And I, too, have my classes that I offer on the internet, at the George Koch office Lease. My name is Dr. Jeffrey Lant. For the next 2 hours, I'm going to be helping people make money on the net. I'm not going to waft it. I'm not going to give it a lick and a promise. I'm not going to tell you things that aren't true. I'm going to tell you things that you won't like. You're going to say, oh my God, the man wants me to do some work. Yes, I do. And if you don't do some work, you're not going to achieve any success. So I'm here with Reverend Michael Harris from Danville, Virginia. He's going to be providing the lighter elements. See, Michael is a not-so-secret liberal. He's a progressive. He looks upon human race in a different way than I do. I think we're at hell in a handbasket to catastrophe. He says, well, yes, but the ride is so wonderful. Let's have a good time on our way. Michael, good afternoon. I know you're going to be with me for the first hour. What do you want to say to the people here as we start our 2-hour marathon program today?
Well, I'm just going to welcome them again to the live business. I'm just going to tell them, get ready to have their mind stretched. That's the only way they're going to grow. You got to let that mind be stretched and know that it's possible. You're at the right place, the right time.
I'm going to tell you something that I've never exactly expressed before, but it seems so appropriate. It comes from an anecdote from the Prince de Talleyrand, who was the foreign minister to Napoleon during the Empire of France in the early 19th century. And one day he saw Napoleon out in the fresh air, running around, having a good time, and turned to his companion and said, the world would be better off if we had more days like this where the great man played in the grass. People don't always like what I have to say, but I never lie. I always tell the strict, honest-to-God truth. And today you're going to hear it. And if it offends you, I apologize. But this is Anything Goes. And in this space, I tell it like it is. And I allow you to tell it like it is, too. But here's the catch. If you say what you believe, I'm going to tell you right back what I believe. But you might not like it. So on that basis, that's how we operate around here with Anything Goes. Anything Goes is the name of the program. It's the longest-running live webcast program in the world. We've been doing this for a long time. Worldprofit is the sponsor. That's www.world, W-O-R-L-D, Profit.com, worldprofit.com. We've been doing this now for over 20 years. We're going to tell you how to make money, and I mean honestly tell you how to make money. Many of you are going to tell me that you don't want to know honestly what it takes. You want to do it your own way. Go that way, be untested. Our way is proven. It works. It's been tested and evaluated and approved and restructured to making more money faster over the course of 20 years. We know what we're doing. I ask you one question to start this program. Do you know what you're doing? And so right from the get-go, I'll give you a couple of facts about Worldprofit. And for those of you that are in the studio audience, there are about 70 of you today. It's a beautiful and sunny day. I understand it's more fun to play in the grass than it is to do work to make money. I understand that. It so happens that I prefer the money to the grass. And if you're in that position, you'll be happy. Now, Michael, a couple of things people need to know. Worldprofit is a Canadian company. We're based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Our focus has been, since our inception over 20 years ago, we show you how to make money. Not how we think money is made, not how we wish money were made, not any of the other things that we show you exactly how it is made. Many people, as it says in my new book, and we will be talking about my new book, Net Profits, one of the most starting things that people have talked to me about so far in the early comments has been this. I say that 99 out of 100 people exposed to the ideas for making money on the net will fail. They will choose the night to be amongst the 99% that fail rather than the 1% that succeed. And today I make no bones about this. I am looking for the 1% that will succeed. The 1% that will do the necessary, the 1% that I can trust and work with, the 1% that won't stand us up and fib to us and change their names and change their ages and come here lurking for sex. No. If you are the 1% who wants to make money on the net, then you are in the right place. If you're not, well then please go hither to a place which is more congenial to your, shall I say, peculiar dispositions. Michael, comment.
Well, I totally agree with you, Dr. Lant. If you want to learn how to make money, this is the place to do it because it is a no-nonsense um, way to learn to make money. Everything is taught to us how to do it. And again, as I always like to tell people, George Kosh, you guys explain the whys, why certain things work, why certain things don't. And for me, those whys, they're the things that made the difference to me. That's what caught my attention.
And you put your name, your monikers on my book with your commentary. You thought so much of the ideas that you were willing to endorse them, and we appreciate that, and it's all for the good. Now, we've got Bernadette, we've got Sonia, and in a couple of minutes we're going to post the offer on the screen. But I'm going to let people come in here for a bit and listen to us. Today's program is divided into two parts. First, there is the live public portion, which we are doing right here, right now. It is divided into two parts. First of all, there's the live portion here, and there is the portion on YouTube, which is recorded. Patrice Porter or White Rabbit is going to post the tape up, the video tape up there in about an hour or so, and then it will go all over the world and it will circulate for weeks and months and years to come. And it will, if you hear it in the year 2020, good for you. Come back to worldprofit.com. We'll give you the updated version, the updated everything. But remember, whenever you're reading this, we still exist. Wherever you are, we are doing our thing. Secondly of all, I want to tell you that we are chartered by the Canadian government, and that's not a mean thing. What it means was we have filed our corporate papers with the Canadian government over 20 years ago and have never had an issue with them of any kind whatsoever. That's a good thing to do. I ask you, some of you who have been involved in these programs with all their ringing declarations and their promises and their theories, I ask you, did they ever submit a piece of paper to the government indicating their willingness to be reviewed from time to time for their bona fides, for their legitimacy? And the answer is no, they haven't. But people will say, well, their adjectives are better than your adjectives. Our adjectives are based on nouns, which are truthful. Your adjectives are based on adjectives, which are not truthful. So if you are involved with a company that hasn't had the wherewithal to go before the government and say, here we are, what do you think? And would be willing to listen to what the government says, which in our case is that we have a perfect relationship with them, then you are courting a problem. Next, very important, we have the A+, the top merit rating with the Canadian Better Business Bureau Authority. That is not an accident. That is not a sinecure. That didn't just happen. It's not easy. For one thing, it takes 10 years as a member before they'll even look at you at all. You have to keep your nose clean for 10 years. How many of these internet companies do you think have done that? A tiny percentage. How many of you think that they come in, grab your money, and disappear within 10 minutes, much less 10 years? For 10 years, we've been regulated by the Canadian government. We have entered into a very therapeutic and beneficial mutual relationship with the Canadian Better Business Bureau. 10 years you have to be a good member in good standing. Then they start the evaluation process, which bit by bit, if the situation warrants, you move up to the A+ rating. And then guess what you have to do? You have to defend that. They don't give it to you for life and say, oh, good, you've done good service, Dr. Lant, for the world. We'll never evaluate you. Then they say, oh, you've done good service for the world, and we're going to keep making sure that you do. And they do. Michael, your thought?
Well, that is a very strenuous methodology that they use because they want to make absolutely sure that if they put their name on it, that you pass all their criteria. And when you see a company that passes that criteria, it endorses our trust factor to know they've gone through the strenuous task of making sure they have all of their per se ducks in a row.
And we are not going to jeopardize over 20 years of beneficial activity with the government and the BBC for the sake of a lousy $99.95. Don't even get your hopes up. That's never going to happen. In fact, I'd rather close the company altogether than get a lower rating or whatever. We have worked hard for that rating. It does take work. We've worked for over 20 years to get it. We're not going to do a single thing at any point that will ever jeopardize it. Trust me on that. Now, what we're going to do, Michael, is this. Bernadette, I promised Bernadette that we'd give her an early offer. And Sonia Ellis, who's been here 4 times. Ladies, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to give you the best offer in the recorded history. and you're going to turn me down. You're going to be one of the 99% that's going to say, oh, that's all very well and good, Dr. Lant, but I don't want a wonderful offer. I want to struggle on my own. If that's what you want to do, then you may leave now. I don't like struggling. I like overcoming struggle and creating a system that works. So Bernadette, Sonia, Michael's going to read the $20,000 offer for you. Let's see what you say after you hear it. Michael?
All righty, this is for Bernadette and Sonia. This is part one of the offer. So you finished our introductory video, and that's great. Then you already know the awesome offer we've got for you if you order within the next 15 minutes. You get the $6,500 bonus offer made in the video and $400 a month of cutting-edge success material, all with resale rights. And you get all the materials that we've given before. And this is worth thousands of dollars. You'll get total success training and home business boot camp. Also, 75 monitors just like myself, along with our CEO, Dr. Lant. We'll all start closing sales for you today without ever charging you anything. You also get $800 worth of crucial business and web building software, all with resale rights. You also get Worldprofit's unique ClickBank promo kit, enabling you to make at least $1,000 a month without spending a penny. You also get our incredible Magic List Builder that will turn any website into a list building page instantly. And if you accept our offer, within the next 2 minutes, you get 10 associate members who will generate commissions for you. But that's only part one. Here is part number 2. It's important to place your order within 5 minutes and get 50,000 additional money-making credits, including 10,000 additional guaranteed visitors to the website of your choice from Traffic Center and 20,000 credits from our popular Safe List Extreme Mega List system. You'll also get absolutely free our newest traffic generating marvel, the automatic SEO promo buy kit. That has a 450. Now what this does is it helps you get guaranteed #1 position on Google, Yahoo, Bing, and the other top search engines. It also promotes your website to over 3,000 backlinking sites with just a few clicks and allows you to post your message on over 70 safe lists and top traffic exchanges. Finally, we will include the SEO Power Pack of 23 software programs worth over $1,000. Our gift to you if you join us now. That is only part 2. Here is part number 3. Still more. If you get your silver package now, you get over 1,000 original articles for your blog by master writer and marketer Dr. Jeffrey Lant. You can see his complete collection at jeffreylantarticles.com. Now, active dealers like myself and others here at Worldprofit, we use these articles to generate thousands of responses in 15 minutes or so every single day. You also get brand new software by master inventor George Kosh, which enables you to create hundreds of ebooks in just about 3 minutes per ebook. Now, ladies, this spectacular offer is made once and only once, so you have to act now. Click on the red Order Now button or click on the blue link to place an order. If you order within the next 15 minutes, you can add this to the $12,000 bonus package. Create, customize, and produce video articles almost as fast as you can read this sentence. It's new. Order within the next 7 minutes, and we will include the easy-to-use software you need to give away unlimited free advertising to all of your customers whatsoever you're selling. This is Tech Wizard George Kosh's latest invention, and you'll use it daily to get your customers to act, to respond, and to buy. It has a $1,995 retail value. It's yours now. This is a Worldprofit exclusive. The next part of the offer just keeps getting better. Even more, video marketing is the hottest thing on the net. Have you been to YouTube lately? Now you can stay home and profit if you know how to do it. Internationally known marketer Dr. Jeffrey Lant, Worldprofit CEO and co-founder, shows you how to use video marketing to sell absolutely anything. Order in 7 minutes and get his incredible video marketing course free. This is a $10,000 value. That's what any university would charge for a 2-day workshop. But this is ongoing training. The course is unique. It doesn't exist anywhere else. You get it now, plus Dr. Jeffrey Lant's 19th ebook, Net Profits, shown here at www.amazon.com. On Amazon, it's yours free. It's a $29.95 value. And as a bonus, you can use it to generate thousands of leads with one click. Just click on the red box and you can order at once. Also, ladies, at the top of the screen that you're looking in at, there's a big green banner that says number one, 700,000 submissions for 90 days free when you upgrade. 100% automation. And what this does is it gets your site submitted to over 700,000 search engines and websites in minutes. It is our SEO Optimizer Pro. It is designed to get your high rankings in the search engines. Now, at this time, I'm going to move aside, and Dr. Lant is going to talk to you about the final parts of this great offer.
Now, Bernadette and Sonia, are you going to accept my offer? We're giving you an offer with over $20,000 with everything you need to make money on the net, proven, guaranteed results. Are you going to join us today or not? And we're all watching to see what you do. I've made my prediction about what will happen. Let's see whether that's true. Sonia, Bernadette is on the order form. Why aren't you? And now she is. Michael, count the minutes. We're at 7 minutes now.
All right,
the offer
7
will
minutes.
expire at 0 minutes.
Bernadette and Sonia, 7 minutes. Best offer on the internet.
Sonia, you were on the order form and now you're not. Sonia Ellis, what are you doing? This is the premier marketing offer anywhere in this world. The cost is a joke, $99.95. Hasn't been raised in 15 years plus. Bernadette, are you in fact placing an order? Sonia, are you placing an order? You have 6 minutes now. 6 minutes. This is not the moment to be silent. Sonia Ellis, what are you doing? Bernadette, are you in fact placing an order? You have 5 minutes now.
5 minutes, ladies.
Sonia is bitten the dust. 50% right. Bernadette, what do you intend to do? We're at 4 minutes now.
4 minutes.
Four minutes. Bernadette's not talking to me. It's not a good sign. Bernadette goes down kicking. I will be 100% right in my conclusion, and these women will be isolated and alone and alienated from the rest of their internet careers. In other words, a catastrophe which they could have forestalled is taking place right now, right before your eyes. And I will be taught to keep the remainder of my remarks. Bernadette, with 4 minutes now.
3 minutes, Bernadette.
4 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh,
Still 4.
I defer to my esteemed colleague. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. 3 minutes, Bernadette. Don't walk away from this offer.
Bernadette, I prophesied that you would not join us, and here we are. You're not joining us. You're not talking to me. You're not responding to me. All I require is a little bit of basic humanity and a little bit of respect. We're at 2 minutes now. At the end of 2 minutes, Bernadette, who is on the order form, will get 4 additional minutes, should she remain on that form.
Bernadette, you also will get, what is Dr. Lant, 50 associates.
You know what? I'll give her 100 since I'm not going to have to give away any. I'll give her more because I'm going to have to give away nothing. Bernadette, I'll give you 100 customers. That order is in what now amounts to 5 minutes. 1 minute remaining on the original offer, 4 minutes on the extension. 100 customers will not have to be given away.
So you understand,
we have 4 minutes left.
These
4 minutes.
customers, once you upgrade, you can start promoting anything that you have to them and make money. They'll be your customers. They're in your downline.
During the remainder of this Anything Goes program and in the next program as well, we will be examining why people who purport to be perfectly rational are making the absolutely diabolically wrong decision right in front of the eyes of the world. And there we are, friends. I've now won my bet. I said that the two women who purported to want to make money on the net didn't want to make money, wouldn't do what was necessary, would come up with excuses, and they did. I've now proven my point. Now, from that point, we'll emerge the remainder of my lecture. Bernadette, if beggars were horses, if wishes were horses, beggars might ride. There's only one thing left for you to do. Would you like to work with me for 4 minutes so I can prove to the world that you are not serious? Would you like to work with me now, right in front of everyone, so we can see what we will see? Bernadette, I can only go by facts. Are you willing to work with me now? If you are, tell me what town you live in, and I will see if I can whip something up for you without any belief that it will actually happen whatsoever. What town do you live in? Are you in the Philippines? Or are you in Luton, who in England? Where are you located? Which Luton are you in? Philippines or England? Bedfordshire. Well, I've been to Luton, so I know exactly where you are. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to give you a two-part offer. Do you have a piece of paper and a pencil? It is now 6:30 Greenwich Mean Time of a Saturday evening. Is that so? I'm going to give you two offers. One that includes all 100 customers and one that doesn't. If your order is in by midnight Greenwich Mean Time today, I will give you $20,000 offer plus 100 customers. Michael, it's 100. It's going to be by midnight Greenwich Mean Time today. And she gets everything. If you fail that way, I'll give you, well, it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'll give you until 10 a.m. Monday Greenwich Mean Time, but you won't get the 100 customers. You can't swing it. You're coming in by midnight, and you've got until Monday at 10 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and you'll get the $20,000, but not the customers. You understand what I've just said? I'm allowing you to determine your fate, but I need a phone number on the screen. You say no? That's my girl. You say no. You're not going to do it. Is that right? Is that correct? You're not going to do it? Because I need a phone number. And you need to put your country code and your area code, 01144, and your telephone number. And then we'll have a deal. You can get out there and make it happen. But Bernadette, on behalf of the house, I'm going to bet that you don't manage to pull it off. Michael, your thoughts?
You pull it off, Dr. Lant, she really wants to. That's why I'm going to leave it at. It's going to be on her. If she wants to, she'll be able to pull it off.
Now, Bernadette, you didn't do what I said. You didn't put the country code, 01144, the international operator. If I give that to someone in Kansas City, they won't know what it's all about. So try it again, 01144, and then the number. Now, what I wrote in my book, I believe. I don't write things and put my name on things I don't believe. It would be bad karma, wouldn't it, Mr. Michael? And I said in my book, I'm the only one who has said this, and on the whole wide universe. 100 people, 99 interested in the internet, 99 will fall flat on their faces and fail miserably because they won't do the most elementary thing. Bernadette, you are trying to prove to me that you are the 1% of the people who are making money on the net. And if you are, you will make a great deal of money. If you're not, you'll make nothing. So there's where we are. Do you have any remarks? Since you're involved in this, I'd be happy to consider your thoughts. Put them on the screen. You say you can do it. Is it a hope? Is it a wish? Is it an expectation? Is it a desire? What is it? Any thoughts with you? Okay, we're going to go on. I'm going to read to you folks now. Michael, it is my understanding that you are betting that she will do it.
And Dr. Lant will be reading one of his many articles that he's written for us that we can use in our blogs and reading ebooks.
Possible. There's a lot of people that just don't realize or believe it's possible that they can make money online because they've never, their mind hasn't been taught that. It's sort of like when I was coming up.
Glory, hallelujah.
Yeah,
I find his enthusiasm infectious. I don't believe it. I don't believe 98% of what he tells me. I find that smile and I find progressive views, all he believes in the cheers up and think that someone actually believes that rubbish. So, Michael, you are a unique character, and it's always a pleasure to have you on the panel thinking about this. And Bernadette, what do you think about Michael? Is he not a unique specimen of humanity?
got a good message from Stephen Kovar, Dr. Lant. Pacemaker.
I hope he's not dead.
No, well, I hope not. He's talking to me. If he is, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a first on Anything Goes.
Stephen, you worry us so much. Stephen, I'm going to tell you this one time. If you have any trouble, go to bed. Go to bed, go home, put your feet up, and demand service from Meals on Wheels. Or call the Ritz and have them delivered. It's a filet mignon to you. All right, so Bernadette, you got people here who believe in you. But I'm the skeptic of the crowd. And people, let me tell you something. A social scientist from Harvard, do you have any idea what that means? We are trained to look at a thing as the thing must actually be, not as we wish it was, not as we saw it somewhere else, not as we hope that it could be. We have to look at a thing and prove it by the evidence. I know a lot of you don't like that. You want me to overcome the evidence. I can't do it. I'm a trained social scientist from Harvard University. I cannot break my code with truth. Right?
Question. I got a question.
Anyway. Yes, sir. I bet you do.
In the area of social science, how much, what amount of percentage do you put a person's environment on their decision making?
Me?
Yeah, you wouldn't put any percentage of their environment?
First of all, how can you quantify it? You tell me how you can quantify environment, and I'll tell you the answer, a more specific answer to your question.
Okay. All right. In my case, growing up, my parents always they took us places that showed us the world. Just wasn't one. It wasn't just Danville, Virginia. They broadened our knowledge. And I had some friends. That's all they ever knew. Right now, that's basically still all they ever know. They just we try to tell them about stuff around the world. They just don't believe it. Is that their environment affected the way they were thinking? They didn't think it was anything larger. I'm just asking you, do you believe that?
Which aspect? I believe this. Which aspect of the environment? For how long? Under what circumstances? What could you quantify? What was there? What wasn't there? What are you guessing about? In other words, you say it as if it was an answer. I say it as if it's a series of questions. Now that I'm going to have to read. So I'm going to come back to you. You can think further on this part of it, which we will no doubt be arguing about to the year 2056. And there's Mr. Michael. I'm going to read you one of my over 3,000 articles that I've written. Every article that I've written is written sharply, my understanding of the truth. Today I wanted to do something a little lighter. I went out yesterday to Cambridge, and the lilacs are out, just the beginnings. And I thought to myself, I want to read my lilac article because it's a classic. Here's Michael again. Green grow the lilacs all sparkling with dew, haunting, evocative, elegiac. The lilacs returned to Brattle St, Cambridge, May 7th, 2011. I was out early today, even before dawn's first light. I was up and about and soon on my mission to find the first bunches of lilac and drink in their unmistakable scent with the pristine dew. But passerbys, not too numerous so early, must have thought to see the flowers held against my faith, though gently, as so not to crush them. I cannot say. I did not care. The lilacs that I love to excess have returned to Cambridge, and with them every memory of this most evocative of flowers and their flagrant, haunting fragrance, beloved of Russian empresses. One day the great Empress Catherine of all the Russias, 1762 to 1796, went walking in her garden of Tsarskoye Selo, and found a branch of lilac so perfect she was sure it would be picked to amplify the bouquet of some lovelorn lad, 'twas much desired lady. So she stationed a soldier next to this lovely branch. In 1917, the soldier was still stationed where the plant no longer flowered or even existed. But then Tsar Nicholas II wasn't surprised. For his wife Alexandra called Sonny loved lilacs to distraction too, and created a room in the most palatial of palaces where everything was in the shade of lilac. It became in due course the most famous room of the empire. My grandmother Victoria had the same tendresse for her much loved and coveted lilacs. She craved their scent and their colors, too, in every shade of purple, heliotrope, mauve, violet, lavender, puce, and all the other variations. Even my grandmother's perfume, Mouguet de Bois, by Coty, launched in 1941, featured lilac and lily of the valley. Puce-like, that scent brings her back, as does my mother's Chanel. Lilac is like that. It will not be denied and can never be resisted. And now the lilacs are in rampant bloom along Tory Row on Brattle Street, breathtaking, sensual, glorious. The loyalists would have remembered them for the rest of their long lives. The merest hint of their scent would trigger the painful memories that come with unending exile. A few facts about lilacs. You may be surprised to learn, I was, that syringa lilac is a genus of about 20 to 25 species of flowering woody plants in the olive family, native to woodland and shrub from southeastern Europe to eastern Asia. They are deciduous shrubs or small trees ranging in size from 2 to 10 meters, 6 feet, 7 to 32 feet, tall with stems up to 20 to 30 centimeters, 7.9 to 12 inches in diameter. The leaves are opposite, occasionally in whorls of 3 in arrangement, and the shape is simple and heart-shaped. The flowers are producing in spring and are bisexual, with fertile stamens and stigma in each flower. The usual flower color is a shade of purple, generally a light purple or lilac, with white, pale yellow, and pink, even a dark burgundy color are known. Flowering varies between mid-spring to early summer, depending on the species. The fruit is a dry brown capsule, splitting into at maturity to release the two-ringed seeds that have within them everything that produces the lustrous magnanimity of the lilac and commands your eye and reverence. The poet's irresistible attraction to and understanding of lilac. Poets, including many notable poets, saw lilacs and wished in words to produce the lyric quality of their scent. The scent, the unpredictable scent, swept them away. It was exuberant, excessive, a warning to the dangers of immersion in a thing so powerful, so rich, so cloying, a thing that draws you away from the little duties and miseries of life, and whispers of pleasures you want far beyond reason. Too much of this unalloyed richness gives way to madness and exaltation. Amy Lowell, 1874 to 1925, Brattle St. quiet conversations with an early moon, lilacs watching a deserted house, settling sideways from the grass of an old road, lilacs wind-beaten, staggering under a lopsided shock of bloom. And then you are everywhere. You were everywhere. Lilacs know their power and seduce you with it, every wind wafting their scent into your brain and memory. They offer you the same terms that a beautiful woman offers the man distracted by them. None at all. Just surrender. Lilacs are the sorceress of blooms, enchanting, elusive, sharing their magic for an instant, leaving you longing for what you fear you will never have again. The flower of elegy, mourning, decay, and death. Lilacs are the flower of remembrance. After the fall of Tsar Nicholas II and his entire structure, the Tsardom, the ex-emperor and his wife Alexandra found themselves prisoners of the new regime, forbidden even to walk in the magnificent park the Tsars for sale. Alexandra looked out upon an ocean of lilac, once hers, now as distant as the moon. Her haunted look, beyond mere dismay, touched the heart of a simple soldier. He gave her a spur. His officers saw this as fraternizing with the enemy and had him shot. Amy Lowell, too, saw lilac as an accoutrement of death. The dead fed you amid the slant stones of graveyards, pale ghosts who planted you. Come in the night time and let their thin hair blow through your clustered stems. Walt Whitman, 1819-1892, also knew the immemorial association between lilacs and death. And he gave us the simple words that bespoke the greatest tragedy. The lilacs last, and the dooryard bloomed, and the great star early drooped in the western sky in the night. I mourned and yet shall mourn with ever returning spring. We picked a sprig of lilac and thought of the passing into eternity of Abraham Lincoln. Night and day journeys a coffin. It is unbearably painful for him, only the simple words on the lilac, with its promise to return, giving solace. For that is within the power of the lilac too, which Whitman knew and relied upon. Copious, I break the sprigs from the bushes, with loaded arms I come pouring for you in the coffin's hour of your death. But this cannot be the last word on lilacs, not this. Think instead of Lynn Riggs' 1931 play, Green Grow the Lilacs, the basis for the libretto of Roger Hammerson's Oklahoma, a musical about real people and their real concerns. They brought lilac seeds with them, so beautiful that their often difficult lives, because they couldn't bear the thought of life without its beauty, comfort, and surrender. And I cannot either. Your thought, Michael.
It's an interesting reading on that lilac. That's the first time I've heard that one, and puts it in a whole different perspective of what the flower really does. Interesting, really interesting.
You see, I believe that flowers and vegetables and animals and any kind of plants you could care to name have a right to their life on this planet. But it is not our planet, it is our collective habit. And somehow people have forgotten this. And so we live at a time right now where species are being destroyed at a rapid rate. Our environment is threatened. Global warming clearly demonstrated as a fact. It's all going to affect us and our families. And so we have to change our point of view and radically do it, or we are going to be doomed. And there's no, and once we've reached a tipping point in relationship to plants and animal species and planet, it is over. Now, having said that, we are driving towards the last bit of Anything Goes. We're going to go into our next program. And in our next program, it's only for people who are members of Worldprofit. If you're not a member, you can't come. Why does it matter? Because I will be discussing video and how you use video the way Michael and I are right now are to talk to people and make sales and money worldwide. Most of you have zero experience on this. You don't know how it works. I have over 60 years of media experience. I do know how it works. And I'm going to share with you 11 points today that will make your videos work better, that you will use to make money. How many of you want to attend? You're a member of Worldprofit. Tell me now. Miss Linda Elsie, Mr. James Stevens, Mr. Leo, Michael, Patrice, Peggy, Ronnie, Stephen, Tanya, William. If you're coming, put a why. If you're not coming, ask yourself why. Do you know more than I do on the subject of video? I wouldn't trod that road. Michael, what do you think? Hopefully everyone has listened to last week's program, and I want you all to make 2 notes. Note number 1. On the left-hand side of the page, there's a category in the farthest column called Monitor Schedule. Does everybody see that category? Monitor Schedule. Do you see it? All right. You scroll down the page just a little bit. There's a category that says Video Marketing Course. This course is unique. You paid for it. You don't have to take it. You can give your money to buy things and not take the products any day you like. If after all your money, if you'd like to engage in that form of benevolence, so be it. Michael, why do you think a course in video marketing is so appropriate at this time?
Well, right now it seems the trend of video marketing is going to be the number one way to connect with people, number one way to close sales, interact. And if that trend is accurate, then it would be wise for us to learn from somebody who's been in the field of video marketing for a long time. That cuts the learning curve down.
That's the learning curve down, and it gives you things to think about and do, which will actually make you money. Now, for the 65 people that are in the audience now, you can't come. The reason you can't come is because you're not a member of Worldprofit. This course is unique. Bernadette can't come. Alas and alack. We wish that she could, but she's not a member of Worldprofit either yet. And so I want to make sure that everyone in the audience understands that now, for the next 19 minutes or so, you have the opportunity to become a Worldprofit member and immediately come to the webcast, where we'll deal with video marketing. This course, again, as I said before, is unique, and I have 11 points. I'm going to be stuffing as many of them in your head in the next hour as possible. This is an ongoing course. This is not just an in and then 2 weeks from now it's over. This is something that you can learn from for the rest of your life. And you will need updates, you will need refreshers, and you will need the new information that comes about. That's point number 1, to get prepared. Point number 2, I hope everybody has, why don't you tell me, does everybody in this room have a copy of Net Profits readily at hand? And if you do, put a Y in the chat area. If you have a copy of Net Profits near at hand, let's see that. Now let me tell you what's going to happen with this book. I've been through this 19 times. You're enthusiastic about the book. I'm enthusiastic about the book. It's perfectly timed. It's not too much of an onerous read. It's reasonably quick, reasonably easy. Unfortunately, people will get their copy and put it aside. And they'll read it in a day, a month, a year, 5 years, 10 years, you never know. They're out there floating around. Your job is to get as many copies as possible floating around. I'm allowing you the right to do that. Michael, what does it mean for me, for you, and for me to give you my book, knowing that previously I have never done this? Previously, I always sold them. My father is actually, in my father's age 90, is actually hysterical I made a big mistake here. I shouldn't have given it away. I should have sold it like everything else. So, Michael, when you're giving away money, you obviously like the readers to pay close attention. What does this book mean to you? I'm pretty sure you've read the whole thing. Why is it important? We're going to be speaking to Andrew in just a moment.
Okay.
Why is it important to you?
The reason it's important is because it just it sort of quantifies things for me. There were a lot of things that I didn't think that I could do. The way the book is written, it assures me that I can, and it really tells me how. It makes it real simple. If you will follow these instructions, if you will do what we show you to do and tell you to do, then you're going to be successful. And that's pretty much as simple as it can get. Along those lines, that's the main thing it does. It lets me know that I want to be successful if I follow these lines. Now, I've already been unsuccessful, so I've already been down that road. So it's time for me to go down a different road.
You've been there, done that, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
One of the unusual things, and I want to point this out to the audience, that you get with us is on-air training. You're going to actually be learning by doing. You're going to be what it used to be called an apprentice. Apprenticeship is an excellent thing for learning exactly what you have to do. And I'm going to teach, I might even teach Linda Elsie a few new tricks. Linda Elsie being our top salesperson, you never know. She's no doubt open to the possibility, and I am too. We're going to be helping James Stevens get started today. We're going to be starting the Sonia Pierce get started today, and Ryan Morris get started today. Even Cowell, if he's up for it medically, if he can do it today as well. The bottom line is that I am up for making this happen, and it will happen. How many of you look forward, with a little trepidation, of course you're going to have a few trepidation, but how many of you look forward to mastering the video environment with all of that implies? The better you are at it, the more you get from it. And we're going to be starting that in a few minutes. We're going to be ending this program in 13 minutes. For those of you that are not members, like Bernadette, of the Worldprofit community, this is the moment to do it. Immediately, we'll be going into the program. We will start approximately 5 minutes past the hour. And we're going to be waiting for Patrice to come up. In just a moment. In fact, why don't we do that now? Michael, I'm going to ask you to go down and bring Patrice up. We're going to bring you up for some final remarks, and then we'll segue right into the next part of the program.
All right.
Patrice Porter.
Good day, Dr. Lant. All the members and guests here. I'm excited to.
Having quite a day.
I'm excited to be coming to the video marketing course. I missed the first one there, and luckily it was recorded so I could watch it. And I'm excited about this. And yeah, I always learn something whenever I'm up with you. I always learn something. I think that's kind of been
now. You're going to be recording this next program.
Yeah, but not on YouTube. It won't be on YouTube. Not on
YouTube.
I'll do it with
for internal appetite only.
Yeah. So I'll record it and then get it to George to put up in the members area. So
with the opening and closing procedures for making some sales, I predicted that no one would do it. And sure enough, no one did, although one has the possibility.
Yeah, she might pull through.
I mean, we're determined. One of the things that I'm going to do, she might.
Yeah. But that's the thing.
Give her due credit if she does.
When you're able to work with real people, that makes such a difference, and that's when we're able to work with you, and our nudge factor, it makes such a difference, because I know I sure needed some good nudges along the way, because it's so easy to fall into excuses and not do it, and
yeah. I want to hear your opinion on something. Everybody, when I first go to them about video training, says, "Oh, I'm not ready. But yet people like Linda Elsie, from the minute of a few days when she was a member of the company, jumped in and mastered the subject. I'm going to go with my gut hunch on this. I'm going to put everyone that tells me so onto the video, onto the list, the monitor list, and they get the information. We're going to start them much earlier. My feeling is I've never understood the necessity to pause and wait. I rather like Linda Elsie's approach, which was dive in and learn as you go, sink or swim, as opposed to waiting for some mystical moment when you're theoretically ready. Nobody is ever ready for the things that are important in their life. They have to deal with them.
And the fear will hold you back.
And this is my point of view. The President of the United States, who never was president before, he had to rule a good portion of the world without any prior experience. And if he can do that, I think all of us can dig into the video training. What do you think?
Oh, you betcha, because it's the fear that's holding you back. So if you're up there, and it's not like you're alone, everybody's helping you. The the monitors, the senior monitors, they help you out while you're up there if you're floundering, and you're up there live with you, Dr. Lant. So they'll be helped. Just take that leap and go for it.
You will be helped. All right, so I'm letting this cat out of the bag because people kept saying, I need extra time, and I was thinking to myself, why? Let me tell you how I became a monitor, and then we'll end this section of our program. The day I became a monitor, December 16th, 2006, George Kosh was in Yucatan playing golf. And he called me and he said, in 20 minutes, this thing called the Live Business Center is going public. And I said, what is it? He said, you're going to find out in 20 minutes. In other words, he just let it happen.
Yeah.
And he said, you're going to need a webcam and a headset, and you're going to need it in 20 minutes. Now, you know how helpless I am in terms of mechanical things. I had to run down to Radio Shack in Harvard Square, ran all the way there, ran all the way back, and made it by, with installment, made it by 30 seconds. I had no experience, didn't know what it was, had never been on it before, the thing had never existed. So therefore I'm thinking, well, that's what I did. I had to learn while doing it, and I mean learn fast while doing it. And every time, and he said, every time I hit the green of it to tee off, I will answer your queries while I'm waiting to play through.
Wow.
So in other words, while he was waiting, he was sending me emails saying, do this,
Yeah.
changing this, and that's how this thing grew. So, is anyone who's going to try to tell me that you can't do it, well, then again, you're not going to be allowed to do it. In other words, we're going to go forward now with bright people who want to succeed, and we're going to do it the way that I did it, total immersion, right from the get-go, sink or swim. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a great way, because then you don't have time to think about, oh well, this might happen or that might happen. It's just you jump in, you go for it, and as I say, you've got the help there. You're not alone up there. You've got the help. So I'm looking forward to it. So
now, I want you to give yourself a plug.
Yeah, well, with Worldprofit here, we're learned to develop our home businesses, and I've been able to stay in the comfort of my home and develop a home business. And you can check that out at my Home Business Central at www.20waystoprofit.com. And also, I've used my gardening expertise and have developed a business helping people to create abundance with gardening. And you can check that out at www.gardeningforfoodsecurity.com. And the replay to this program is going to be on the YouTube channel Pat Porter. So you can, and I'll have a link, well, in the video marketing, I'll put the link up there, and I guess I won't be up here to put the link up here, but it's the YouTube channel Pat Porter. And with that, I'll see you in the marketing course. Bye for now.
You certainly will. I want to thank Patrice Porter for all her hard work. And Michael, come up and take a bow. Take two. Go three. You're your thoughts on the program that we've undergone and the one we're just about to go into?
Well, my overall thought, like Dr. Lant, is I had written an article called "Product versus Theory," and a lot of places I found were just giving me theories, just ideas, possibilities that they can work. But when I came to Worldprofit, not only did they give me the theory, they gave me the product. And along with the product comes instructions that come undeniable proofs, and it's a total package. And that's what I liked about Worldprofit. Not only did they tell me how that I could do it, they showed me how and stuck with me to prove it. And that's why I'm still here. It's a dynamic program. Anybody, everybody needs to be a part of it if they want to make money online.
So true. Okay, what we're going to do here is I'm going to close down this part of our program with the immortal words of Cole Porter. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked upon as something shocking. Now God knows anything goes. The famous lines from Porter, the best thing that Yale College ever produced. What we do here, and we do it every single Saturday every single day rather, I should be very clear, every single day of the week, including Saturdays, we are here 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk about money, we talk about additions, we talk about useful ideas, we talk to people, we talk about people, we talk about putting money in your pocket faster. There is not another program that has existed so long as this one has. It has been live for a very, very long time. You will not find another one, and we just tell it like it is. As you see, we're very candid. For those of you who have thin skins, you might want to think about coming, you might not want to. If you are willing to put up with the truth, you're going to want to be here. Now, we're going to take about 4 minutes off now to get ready for the next program. The next program is going to be in the live meeting center. That is on the left-hand side of the page. If you all see that live meeting center, we're going to go from here to there. It's going to be very candid, and we're going to launch a number of you today on your way to making money by mastery of video. For everyone else, thank you for listening. Come into www.worldprofit.com, grab yourself a copy of Net Profits. You definitely want to have that. And I'm going to go down now, and we will commence just a few minutes after the hour at the live meeting center.